Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And not too bad, we start off with a 10 of Pentacles today. This is a jackpot, right? This is the picture of our absolute very best life, okay? So we start with a 10 of Pentacles. I always want to ask, what is your best life? What is the picture of your best life? Do you have a vision of what you want, right? Do you know what, do you know what happiness means to you? And the 10 of Pentacles, let's remember, the Pentacles are not just material things, right? The material things may be the vessel for what has deeper meaning for you. The outer appearances of things are only the containers for that inner experience, that deeper meaning, that sense of purpose, that sense of accomplishment. Let's put this into some context, all right? Let's see what else is going on here. I bet we're going to see some cups coming out here. So we've got a Princess of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Adjustment card, the Hermit card. Okay, there's some cups finally. Queen of Cups, a Queen of Wands. Oh, I got two here. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Four of Cups. So not as much water energy as I thought we would have, right? So I kind of wonder if we need to reassess, what it is that we are striving for, that 10 of Pentacles. What are you working so hard to achieve right now? We got a 7 of Wands. You're in, this Queen of Wands mode. What are you working so hard to achieve right now? And then we ask why, right? What are we doing and why are we doing it, right? So I think with the Queen of Cups here in the future position, you're going to discover the kind of deeper reality or the deeper meaning into what you're doing. And it might even come with it a little bit of pivoting, okay? I kind of feel like you're really, I feel like you're in the middle of a really big upgrade here. And what it's going to do is it's going to have a different... It's going to present a different picture of your goals than what you're used to. I think that's why we got a Princess of Swords crossing right over that, because we're trying to evaluate the kind of long-term goals, right? Especially with the 10 of Pentacles. This is, these are those great goals, those really huge, long-term, future goals, let's say. It could be the end of the day, it could be the end of the week, it could be 5 or 10 years from now. But whatever this is, I feel the Princess of Swords is trying to reevaluate that, okay? Not changing it, not, not scrapping it, not undoing anything, but just trying to understand or reconnect even with, why am I working so hard for this? Is this still the long-term life that I want, okay? So I think that's a really good practice, I think with the Liber energy, the Adjustment card in the background, I feel like you have some sort of obligations already set up. Like with this work that you're doing, it's like you've already committed to it. You've already agreed to it. You've already signed the papers, right? And so now it's almost like now we're looking at the contract a little bit deeper. Now we're starting to think, okay, I'm really fully committed to this thing now. Is it still what I want, right? And that's going to take a little bit of time to do. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And I'll go right here. We'll put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the end of the reading, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. All right. Looking around the room, we do have, well, we've got our major arcana, right? And it's kind of, with the adjustment card, this is us getting into agreements and contracts and official kind of business things. And then the Hermit, of course, is us going the other way. The Hermit is us not necessarily undoing or getting out of the contract, but at least going within to make sure that not only does this look good, on paper, but that this really is exactly what I want. Okay, so it's really this intense period of taking a time out and just going within yourself and evaluating if this is still your long-term goal. Maybe before you sign the contract, right? I don't know if it's literally a contract or if there's some sort of an official or a formal beginning of something, or there's a point at which you can't really back out anymore, right? And I feel like maybe we're kind of right there right now, and so we need to make sure that we really tap into that inner star and make sure this is what we want. Okay. And with the adjustment energy, I do feel like this is something that you have been working toward for a long time. I feel like you have been kind of putting in the work day by day, a little bit at a time for a long period of time. And this is kind of the culmination of something. We better make sure it's still what we really want, right? Now, we do have a lot of fire energy. And the fire energy, I think, is part of this attitude. Like, I've struggled so hard to get this far. I'm not turning around now. I'm not giving it up now. And so we have a conflict, I think, between the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, where the Queen of Cups is trying to decide how I really feel about something, and the Queen of Wands is saying, I don't care how I feel about it. I fought this hard to get here, and I'm keeping it. So there's this, there's a little bit of a reconciliation that needs to take place, because we have to realize if it's maybe like a pride thing that's here. Like, that literally we've struggled so much with this, and it's been so difficult to get this far that it doesn't matter how you feel about it now. It's like you've got to finish it, right? It has that kind of energy to it. It's going to be worthwhile for you to tap into your innermost feelings and desires and perceptions about this thing, because I think these two could make a very, very successful team, right? If they were to work together instead of kind of having this this opposition. With the Knight of Wands here underneath the surface, I think that you're trying to avoid doing anything hasty, right? You're trying not to be impulsive or be rash, and whether that is jumping into this final phase of this deal, maybe actually signing the paperwork, or if it's kind of backing out completely. You don't want to do that without this full process of Princess of Swords evaluation, and we're really talking to the two queens here, right? To see if there is, if there really is an animosity between those two, or if they really are getting along. If yes, you have this kind of, I keep feeling like a pride about it, where it's like you've suffered so much already that there is no way on God's green earth that you're gonna not finish this, right? So that's great. That's really strong, intense energy to have. Let's also make sure that it's something that you still really want outside of that fire energy, right? So we've got more fire up here with the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, I think, is part of the Queen of Wands idea that we're just not going to quit. We can't quit because we've come this far. We've suffered so much, so there's no way that I'm going to stop doing this. There's no way I'm not getting to the finish line, even if the finish line is a Four of Cups and it's just kind of meh, I'm not saying that it is, but I'm saying that's kind of that's the energy that you have right now, where at pretty much at any cost, you're going to finish this thing. You're going to see this thing through. All right. So we have fire. We do, of course, have the water energy that we're looking at up here, and we've got our air. The air is interesting too because it feels like this thing is coming at a cost, right? Whatever this is, I feel like, and not only, we have a lot of the court cards too, and we have the Three of Swords. I feel like this is coming at a almost, I feel like maybe it's cost you friends or something, right? It's something it's put you at odds with some people in your life to where maybe they're not in your life anymore. Friends that aren't there anymore. And it could be really this is a necessity because, you're focused on this long-term goal and it's kind of, I don't have time to, to stay involved with people that are just kind of slowing me down. I know it sounds harsh, but you have this ambition about you, this fiery quality. So I wonder if you've maybe had to let go of some friendships or other relationships maybe because of the intensity of this work and because of how much it is really demanding of you, right? And I don't know what this is. You could be retired. This could be something it could be a new business you're starting. It could be some sort of art or creative endeavor. It could be a spiritual thing. It literally could be a new career, a new job. I don't know. It could be buying a piece of property or a house or anything like this. Could be a big move, maybe a big transfer internationally, possibly. The earth energy is kind of it's kind of an afterthought here, right? Because the only pentacles we have are right here at the beginning, that 10 of Pentacles. And so I feel like if you keep working at this, you're going to get it. I mean, it's all but guaranteed that you're going to have the success that you're after, the success that you wanted. Let's just make sure that we really do still want it. And let's make sure that the sacrifices that we've had to make are worth it. Okay? And this is going to take a little bit of this Princess of Swords evaluation. And really it's involving the Queen of Cups more than anything because we have to get to the bottom of that. I feel like it's a pride thing. I feel like I've suffered enough for this. I've been through the ringer over this. There's no way I'm not gonna let all that be for nothing. I'm gonna finish this thing through no matter what. And there's that slight possibility that I don't even want it anymore. But because I've already suffered for it, I have to finish it, right? And that's, I think, what we need to figure out or realize or at least accept. If that's what's going on, hey, fine, The Four of Cups at the end here, it's not really showing the kind of celebration that we would expect from this kind of a jackpot, this kind of a 10 of Pentacles jackpot, right? We would expect to see some different kind of cups there, but we've got the Four. We've got luxury. We've got it feels good. It's a reason to celebrate, but I don't know if it's really the meaning of life for you, right? So maybe we'll do one Metatron Oracle card to shed a little bit of light on some of this. I do apologize for my voice and for my attire. I've been sick for the last few days. I feel like I'm starting to recover now, so I'm trying to ease back into doing these readings. I can't hear out of either ear, and my voice sounds like this, so I apologize. You're not seeing me at my best today, that's for sure. Anyway, one Oracle card here. We've got white, purity and innocence. We got that diamond, right? Purity and innocence. And I think that's a good sign, right? Because if we're looking in this Queen of Cups and we're trying to really dig deep down and figure out, do I really still want this? And does this have that intense meaning for me that it once did? And we're basically getting down. This is basically an Ace of Cups that we're finding, right? So I think that's a good thing, that maybe we've lost sight of that kind of purity, of that kind of love and that meaning for it. Maybe right now we're just very much in the Queen of Wands energy. Because, I mean, this is in your general energy, this card. Maybe this is your general energy now because we've just kind of lost touch with the deeper reasons why we're doing this, why we're working so hard for this, why we're suffering as we are, and why we've had to make these sacrifices. Okay, so maybe right now, since I feel like this jackpot, this success, this achievement, the finish line is very, very close. I feel like it's a very good time for you to tap back into that deeper meaning, that deeper sense of purpose, and find that purity that has been, I think, the motivator this whole time for you, right? Let's take a look at the mystery card. I know this reading's a little bit short, but I just don't have it in me to do, half an hour, hour-long readings right now. I would like to see for this mystery card an Ace of Cups. I think that would be a confirmation of our diamond here, our purity and innocence. But also a 9 or a 10 of Cups would be fine too, right? Something to kind of go along with this. Let's see what we've got. Well, we've got another 7 of Wands, right? Another card that kind of says, it doesn't matter what happens, this is the hill I'm dying on. It's kind of like you've committed, you've come this far, you can't give up now, So I think this is a confirmation that, yeah, we really need to tap into our emotional body and find that purity of purpose that we once had. And just to tap into that again, and maybe that's going to give us the extra bit of strength we need to get to that 10 of Pentacles right now. So, yeah, it feels as if, I'm trying to think of an example or an analogy or something, but to me it just feels like somebody that has been striving and striving and striving for something, not even sure why they're striving for it anymore, but they've come this far, I've got to keep going. I feel like it's a trope in movies and things like that, But if you were to tap into that purity of purpose and that Ace of Cups and that energy within you, that sense of meaning and purpose for you, I think it's going to give you that extra push that you need to really level this thing up and really bring about this 10 of Pentacles sooner rather than later. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Sagittarius. I'm trying to get back to my schedule Wednesday and Sunday. Okay. It's a little erratic right now because I am sick. If you haven't subscribed yet, though, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment and let me know how you're doing and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.